pointers throughout the course of the season. Brooklyn Holt also averaging 6 points a game. Journey Baird 6 points a game. Rihanna Shumway 5 points a game. And Megan Black with 4 points a game in regular season. That's what they all averaged, and that's what got them to this point this morning. So coming up in just a couple of minutes, we're going to get ready for the opening tip-off, and we'll bring you Water Canyon Wildcats against the Monticello Buckaroos. I'm Val Cook, glad to be with you here this morning and be with you throughout the day, as a matter of fact, bringing you several of these games from Richfield High School. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have that opening tip-off for you. You're watching a Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State Basketball on live.ksl.com.
Bryce Canyon sure is amazing, but don't just stand at the overlook. Hop on the saddle for a true Wild West experience. Ruby's Inn has the perfect horseback adventure for your family. Whether it's just an hour-and-a-half ride to the canyon rim or a full-day getaway to the very trails used by outlaw Butch Cassidy, we've got rides for first-timers and old-timers. Come visit us in the lobby to plan your adventure or call 866-782-0002. Ruby's Inn, the wonder of the West.
It's that time of year again for high school state tournament basketball. This week, the Sevier Valley Center will host the 1A girls and boys state tournament. These games will be live on KTTA 8.1 over-the-air TV and also online at live.ksl.com. Get tuned in and enjoy some great basketball action.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
If you've dreamed of owning your own beachfront property at beautiful Bear Lake, but think you can't afford it, think again, because you can. It's an investment you can rent that pays for itself, and you can enjoy it too. Realtor Gary McKee and the team at Bear Lake Realty can help make your dream come true. Visit with Gary today, because you'll never know unless you ask. Bear Lake Realty in Garden City. Visit bearlakerealty.com.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park, and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July.
We take your fun very seriously. That's why we put so much emphasis on training and experience with our mechanics at Cash Honda Yamaha. Whether you're getting it ready for an upcoming season, putting it away for the winter, having routine maintenance, or have a mechanical problem, we want to make sure that when you're ready to have fun with it, it's ready for you. Don't trust your fun to just anyone. Make sure you bring all your service work to Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Well, this has been the South Central Communications GigaFast pregame report. Sign up for 1 gig internet today and get a gig and get going. Looking for starting lineups of this state championship matchup, or at least state championship tournament matchup between the Monticello Buckaroos, whose head coach is Craig Black, and the Water Canyon Wildcats with the head coach Benjamin Jackman. Oh, they're going to do the flag ceremony. Let's take a break. Flag ceremony to start off the day full of action here at the Richfield High School Gymnasium. Now they're going to have our starting lineups, and we'll follow them as they broadcast. Water Canyon Bobcats coming in the number 5 seed will be introduced first. Senior number 33 is Mary Jessup. Number 4 is Shauna Barlow, a freshman. Number 1, Medora Barlow, a sophomore. Number 20 is Colette Barlow. She is a junior. And number 23, Melissa Jessup. She is a freshman. That is the Water Canyon Wildcats, the team that will, the first 5 that'll be on the floor first when we go to this opening tip-off. Monticello Buckaroos. Number 11, Journey Baird, a sophomore. Number 14, Megan Black, a junior. Number 5, a senior, Tristan Esplin. Number 3, a senior, Timber Black. And number 12, a junior, Brooklyn Holt. See the Monticello cheer squad on the floor. You also see the Monticello band across the way in the stands as we're ready to get underway. First game of the day, consolation bracket of the 1A state championship tournament. Melissa Jessup facing off against Megan Black for the opening jump. And we're underway. Monticello controls. Monticello comes as a number 4 seed. They're in the white. And the away team on the scoreboard, or the guests, will be the Water Canyon Wildcats. They're in the orange. Just inside the three-point arc, it misses. The first shot of the day goes up by Timber Black and is brought down, the rebound, by the Wildcats. Colette Barlow handling the ball, trying to get it in low. Shot put up by Jessup. Gets her own rebound, tries to pass it out, and it's a tied up ball. It's going to be possession arrow. That will go to the Wildcats. Wildcats inbounding under their own basket. And the shot misses. Rebound comes into the Wildcats. They go into the paint. Number 33, Jessup puts it up. Murray Jessup puts it up. And the ball goes out of bounds on the rebound. It goes out off of one of Monticello's players. Again, inbounding under their own basket. The Wildcats, a long pass over the head of the intended receiver, stolen away by Tristan Esplin. She goes coast to coast and puts it in for the first 2 points of the game. Tristan Esplin for the Buckaroos. Triple team, but she is able to break through it, gets it down onto the corner, now out to the wing. 3-point attempt, no good. It was an air ball, bounces out of bounds. White ball, going to belong to the Buckaroos. 2-0 on our scoreboard in favor of the Buckaroos. We're just getting underway, 6:44 left in the first quarter. Buckaroos on the attack, out of the corner. Misses off the top of the rim. That was Holt with the shot. Rebound goes down to Melissa Jessup. And now it's the Wildcats' turn to go on the offense. Driving the baseline. Pass underneath. Shot goes up. It's blocked. Taken down by Megan Black. Mendora Barlow had her shot blocked. Taken away by the Buckaroos. Now a shot from the wing. No good. Buckaroos with their rebound. Kick it back out. And it drops for Timber Black. Timber Black from about 10 feet. Gets 2 more points for the Buckaroos. Cats mishandled the ball, but it goes out of bounds off of number 12. That is Brooklyn Holt for the Buckaroos. So the Wildcats inbound again. This time it's across the timeline. Getting it down underneath for Melissa Jessup. She gets it back out to the corner. Scrambling. Trying to get it in near the basket, but some good coverage, zone defense going on by the Buckaroos. That time the Wildcats ran into themselves. 3-point attempt from the corner is short by Mary Jessup. Rebound goes down to Tristan Esplin, who misses the layup. And send her to the line for 2. They're going to call Megan Black for the foul. And the first point of the game goes up. Mary Jessup hits the foul throw. Second one is nothing but net. There's 2 points for the Wildcats. Now the Buckaroos. Setting an offense. And decides to shoot from way out. It's long. Bounces out of bounds and will go over to the Buckaroos. You're watching 1A State Basketball. It's presented by Ruby's Inn. Check them out at ruby'sinn.com, one of our great sponsors here at the state tournament. Nice block by Black as Barlow tried to take it to the hole. Black knocked it away. Buckaroos on a fast break, going for the layup and ended up with a foul. We're going to call it on number 4, Shanna Barlow. Will send Timber Black to the line. She'll be shooting 2. First one rolls in. Monticello sponsored by San Juan Health, your healthcare leader in southeastern Utah at San Juan Health. Here for the Buckaroos. Second one bounces off the backboard and falls in. Makes both of them and gives Timber 4 points on the game. 4 of the 6 points for the Buckaroos. This is Jessup with the ball. Taken away by Brooklyn Holt. Charging in Timber Black, and she is going to be fouled. Was not in the act of shooting. This will be an out of bounds. And they're going to take a timeout, so we will too. You're watching Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A Basketball on live.ksl.com and mylocalradio.com.
It's fun helping each customer find the best vehicle for their needs. I'm Tracy Lawley and I've worked with my brother Kurt for 23 years. Back in 1969, my grandfather Donnell Jensen sold a customer this 1969 Dodge Charger. Years later, I had the opportunity to sell that same customer a new Dodge truck. And we continue to have the opportunity to serve his children and grandchildren. If you're buying a car from someone who isn't having fun, you should definitely come see me before you sign on the dotted line.
Coming back to action here at the Richfield High School Gymnasium, consolation bracket of the State 1A Championship Tournament going on. It is the Monticello Buckaroos 6, the Water Canyon Wildcats 2. Buckaroos with the ball. Inside, outside. Still trying to find that offense for this possession. Top of the key, around the horn. And it's a three-point attempt. It was long. Rebound came down to Megan Black. And Black gets her first 2 points of the contest. Trying to get it down low to Colette Barlow, and she was hacked on the arm. Number 14, Megan Black, that's her second. Wildcats will be inbounding. Barlow calling out the play, setting it up for the Wildcats. Into the corner, down low, and into the passing lane. It was Journey Baird reaching in, stealing that away. She gives it back to Black, drives in and kicks it out. The attempt by Holt was on the way. She got slapped on the hand by, I want to say it was Barlow, Mendora Barlow. It is her first. Holt's first, misses. Second, bounces off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound brought down by Melissa Jessup. And again, the Wildcats attack. Down by 6. Ball was kind of knocked away. A couple of the players fell down, grabbed onto it, and the possession arrow is going to give it back to the Buckaroos. 3 minutes left in the first quarter here in this first game today from Richfield High School. Into the middle, number 3, Black, turns with a jumper, misses. Buckaroos get the rebound, kick it back out. This is Rihanna Shumway with that long shot, missed. Scrambled around a little bit, and the Wildcats come up with it. Again, taken away by the Buckaroos. Crossing the timeline, Jessup steps in front and takes it away from the Esplin for the Buckaroos. Wildcats on the attack in the paint. Jessup, Mary Jessup, attempting a shot. He gets slapped and goes out of bounds. It will be Wildcats' ball underneath their own basket. Into Jessup. Tried to turn around for the shot, and it was just slapped away. Number 21, Shumway. Scrambling with it on the floor. Jump ball goes possession arrow to the Wildcats. This is Colette Barlow. Tries to get it to the wing over to Jessup, but knocked out of bounds by one of the Buckaroos. Another inbounds play for the Wildcats. Over to the other wing. Mendora Barlow with the ball. Out to the top to Colette. She dribbles around. Now into the baseline, into the tall trees, and gets triple teamed. Throws the ball way out, not particularly to anybody, and it's stolen away by Rihanna Shumway, who drives in, misses the layup, gets her own rebound, misses the shot, and in the scrum for the rebound. They're going to say jump ball and give it to Monticello on the possession arrow. They get it in, down low, number 3. Black misses, goes out of bounds off of one of the Wildcats. So again, Monticello inbound from under their own basket. Again, out of bounds. A lot of scrambling. Into the corner, shot up by Esplin. Off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Holt. She tries to put it up, no good. And out of bounds goes to the Buckaroos, or excuse me, the Wildcats, off of one of the Buckaroos. Colette bringing the ball down, double teamed about a third of the way down the court, looking for some help. Finally, she sees Windora Barlow. Barlow, long full court pass to Colette. Colette tips it back. It goes off of one of the Buckaroos into the hands of Mindora Barlow, who puts it in for the layup. Never quite seen a play like that one in basketball. All alone, streaking for the basket and off the hoop. Melissa Jessup misses the layup, and the rebound comes down to the Buckaroos. Going to call a foul on Jessup, Mary Jessup, for the Wildcats. Will give the inbounds to the Buckaroos. Buckaroos have 2 fouls. Wildcats with 3. Long shot from the corner off the rim, misses. Mary Jessup with the rebound. She gets it out to Melissa Jessup. Melissa Jessup, 3-quarter shot attempt, no good. And that ends our first quarter of action. It is 8-4 in favor of the Monticello Buckaroos after 1 quarter of Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A state basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advance from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advance from PetMinerals.com today.
And we get the second quarter underway, or we're about to, here at the Richfield High School. It is a presentation of State Bank of Southern Utah, proudly presenting state championship basketball for you. For all of your banking needs, visit sbsu.com. Monticello, or excuse me, the Wildcats, first possession. Mindora Barlow gets it over to Colette Barlow. Whipping it around the horn, trying to go into Jessup, but gets kicked and picked up by Colette again. This is Melissa Jessup, kicks it out to Mindora. Back down to Mary. And the shot is up from down in the corner. It goes off of the rim. Mary Jessup missing the shot, and in the ruckus for the rebound, Wildcats hit it out of bounds and it turns over. Off the rim, Mary Jessup with the rebound to Colette Barlow. Gets knocked out of bounds by Timber Black. Wildcats keep possession. Colette Barlow into the full court. This is Jessup. Three-point attempt, no good. Rebound comes down to Holt. A little bit of a full court press there, but broken up by the Buckaroos. From the foul line, number 11, 21, Shumway. She came in off of the bench, Rihanna Shumway, but she has had quite a presence so far in this game. Mary Jessup or Melissa Jessup. One of the Jessup girls got another 2 points for the Wildcats. Stolen by Melissa. Melissa, coast to coast, up and in and one. She stole it on one end. She drove all the way down the court, weaving between the defenders. She puts it up off the glass and is fouled as the ball drops by Rihanna Shumway. Shumway's first foul. Foul no good, or the foul shot no good for Melissa. Buckaroos on the attack. That is Black. Driving into the paint, then picks up her dribble and travels. Full court press being put on by the Buckaroos. Colette dribbles right through it, kicks it out to the corner where Mirinda Barlow makes 2 points. Looks like the Wildcats calling a timeout. We'll take one too. This is Utah High School's Sportscasters production of 1A State basketball on live.ksl.com and mylocalradio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Quality Inn of Richfield, proud to be a sponsor of 1A basketball. If you're coming to the state tournament or coming to Richfield for any means, stop by the Quality Inn Richfield. You're home away from home when you're in Richfield. Buckaroos with the possession. Not quite a three-pointer, right on the line, but that dropped in for Shumway. Another 2 points. Wildcats travel. Mindora Barlow. She got the pass, and she took a couple of steps before she was able to get the ball to the floor. Trying to get a drive going towards the basket, but traveled to start it. Holt shot misses. She grabs her own rebound, kicks it out for a three to Tristan Esplin with 3 points. It's 15-10 on the scoreboard with 4:24 left in this first half. Shumway loses Colette loses the handle, but Mary Jessup picks it up. Goes in low and taken away by the Buckaroos. Esplin crosses the timeline. Buckaroos set their offense. Wide open on the right side. number 21, Shumway again. She's had 6 points in a row for the Buckaroos. 3 twos in just about the last minute and a half. Mary Jessup spins in, is hacked on the arm as she goes up for the shot. They're going to call it on 14. Megan Black, that is her 3rd foul. Mary Jessup at the line. She'll be shooting 2. First one is good. She had 2 foul shots in the first quarter too that went in. Shanna Barlow in for the Buckaroos. Also had, Shanna Barlow in for the Wildcats. Second one good for Jessup. It's now 17-12. 3.5 minutes left in the half. Drives in, kicks out. And it drops in for Journey Baird. Hits a 2-pointer. 19-12 in favor of the Buckaroos. 3-point attempt from Mary Jessup goes off the backboard and comes down into the hands of Holt. Buckaroos on the fast break get it ahead to Journey Baird, who puts in the layup. 21-12 on the scoreboard in favor of the Buckaroos. Oh, in a transition, trying to get it to Melissa Jessup. It goes off of her knee, out of bounds. The turnover gives the ball to the Buckaroos. What did he say? The ref said something. It's a full timeout called by Water Canyon. I think that's what it is. Water Canyon, full timeout. We'll take one too. You're listening to Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State Basketball on live.ksl.com and at mylocalradio.com.
Our Richfield Hotel, located just off Interstate 70, is a short drive from attractions like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, Fremont Indian State Park, Fish Lake National Forest, the Great Western Trail, and the Paiute ATV Trail. Located near the Sevier Valley Center, make the Quality Inn Richfield your home for the tournaments.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
You're watching a Garcane Energy presentation of 1A State Championship Basketball. Garcane Energy is a touch-tone energy co-op. The lead is with the Buckaroos, and they have the ball with the inbounds. They give it into Madison Freestone. She is a junior. Set up their offense, and they get it to the right corner, drive the lane, kick it back out. Shot no good, and rebound comes down to Shanna Barlow on the attack, trying the fast break. Had to pull it up, kick it out for a 3-pointer to Melissa Jessup. Shy of the mark, goes out of bounds. Back to the Buckaroos. Feeding the ball in little short passes underneath the basket, and Colette Barlow will be called for a foul, which will send Journey Baird to the line. This will be the first time this game Baird has been at the foul line, and she makes her first one. This presentation of state championship basketball also being brought to you in part by South Central Communications, the area's fastest broadband internet. And she makes her second one. 6 points in this quarter for Journey Baird. 2 minutes left, just under 2 minutes left. Mindora Barlow, top of the key, kicks it to Melissa Jessup, down in the corner, and the shot up by Shanna Barlow. Shanna Barlow. (23-14) in favor of the Buckaroos. From the far corner, missed. Rebound comes down to Baird. Tries to put the shot up. It went off of Melissa's fingertips. Out of bounds. Buckaroos underneath their own basket. Take it way out to the top of the key. Nice little wraparound pass. The shot misses. The rebound, and another shot misses. Rebound being brought down. Rebound comes down to the Wildcats, and in the scrum, they're going to make the Wildcats stop the fast break and take it out of bounds. Who made that one? Mary Jessup. It's her first field goal. She's had 4 foul shots, made all of those. Bouncing around, Melissa Jessup with the rebound. Double teamed in the corner, gets it out to Colette. Colette Barlow across the timeline. Tries to get it to the corner, but into the passing lane, number 5, Esplin, Tristan Esplin just takes the ball away as she steps into the passing lane, and the Buckaroos on the attack. 20 seconds left in the half. 23-16 in favor of the Buckaroos. Shot off the front of the rim, no good. Mindora Barlow with the rebound, gets it up to Melissa Jessup, takes it down to the corner. 7 seconds, short little 10-footer, no good. Rebound by Barlow, she puts it back. That's Shanna Barlow, and in the attempt is fouled. We're going to say Brooklyn Holt hit her on the arm while she was going up for that shot. She make the first one. Missed it. Yeah, missed the second. And the last-ditch effort as the buzzer goes. The shot is blocked, and at the half, it is 23-16 in favor of the Monticello Buckaroos over the Water Canyon Wildcats. We're going to come back with the Southern Utah University halftime report in a couple of moments. You're listening to Utah High School Sportscasters' presentation of 1A state basketball on live.ksl.com and also on mylocalradio.com.
If you've struggled to get a vehicle because of some bumps in your credit, then come to the all-new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group. We have over 20 different lenders ready to help you reestablish your credit with a quality new or pre-owned vehicle. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcy? Let the new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group try to help you. Call our credit hotline today and ask for Jeff or Dave to get pre-approved for your next vehicle. Call 307-789-3151 today. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
San Juan Health proudly supports Monticello High School and their fans. We provide local, capable, and competent care. The best place to receive care, work, and practice medicine. Go Bucks!
And we welcome you to the Southern Utah University halftime report At halftime, it is 23-16 in favor of the Monticello Buckaroos over the Water Canyon Wildcats. Here is how the scoring went in the first half. Timber Black, number 3, she ended up with 4 points, no fouls. Madison Freeman came in as a junior. She was on the court for 4 or 5 minutes and picked up 1 foul. Tristan Esplin, one of the starters, she ended up with 5 points in the half. Another starter, Journey Baird, had 6 points. Brooklyn Holt had 1 foul in the first half. Megan Black, she ended up with 2 points and 3 fouls in the first half. And Rihanna Shumway ended up with 6 points. They all came in the second quarter, and she also has 1 foul. So that adds up to 23 points for the Monticello Buckaroos. For the Water Canyon Wildcats, it was Mindora Barlow ending up with 4 points in the half. She also had 1 foul. Shauna Barlow had 1 foul and 2 points. She hit a 2-pointer and then missed a couple of free throws. Shauna Barlow did. Also in the scoring column, Melissa Jessup. She ended up with 2. Another foul was handed out to Colette Barlow. She didn't score any in the first quarter, or the first half. And Mary Jessup, 1 foul and 6 points to lead the Water Canyon Wildcats in that first half. Now, there was a 2-point shot right at the very start of the second quarter that I didn't see who made it. So with all of those people scoring and the 2 points I missed, it ended up with 16. So like I said, 23-16 on the scoreboard in favor of the Monticello Buckaroos. Over on the other Sevier Valley Center, it is Rich going against Wendover. I don't have a score on that. I will try and find it while we take a time out here in the halftime and come back and let you know what's going on in the championship bracket from the Sevier Valley Center as the boys game is going on over there right now. So be prepared for that. Part of this broadcast is being brought to you by Southern Utah University. You can learn more at suu.edu. That's suu.edu. This has been the Southern Utah University Halftime Report, of course brought to you by SUU. Find out more, suu.edu, SUU to everywhere.
Shed Inc., located at 44 North Main in Panguitch, Randy and Matt will take care of all of your screen printing needs. Need some extra cash? They'll buy those shed antlers you've been looking to sell. Call Shed Inc. today. Go Cats!
As a Cedar City native, I was already familiar with the high-quality academics and the beautiful campus of Southern Utah University. I quickly found a second home in the Computer Science and Information Systems program. I graduated with an impressive portfolio right out of school and was able to get a job at Amazon as a cloud support engineer. I enjoy creating something great from nothing other than my imagination, aided by the problem-solving techniques I learned at SUU. I am so grateful for the guidance I received from Southern Utah University.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talk to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Bryce Canyon sure is amazing, but don't just stand there at the overlook. Hop on the saddle for a true Wild West experience. Ruby's Inn has the perfect horseback adventure for your family, whether it's just an hour-and-a-half ride to the canyon rim or a full-day getaway to the very trails used by outlaw Butch Cassidy. We've got rides for first-timers and old-timers. Come visit us in the lobby to plan your adventure or call 866-782-0002. Ruby's Inn, the wonder of the West.
It's that time of year again for high school state tournament basketball. This week, the Sevier Valley Center will host the 1A girls and boys state tournament. These games will be live on KTTA 8.1 over-the-air TV and also online at live.ksl.com. Get tuned in and enjoy some great basketball action.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
If you've dreamed of owning your own beachfront property at beautiful Bear Lake, but think you can't afford it, think again, because you can. It's an investment you can rent that pays for itself, and you can enjoy it too. Realtor Gary McKee and the team at Bear Lake Realty can help make your dream come true. Visit with Gary today, because you'll never know unless you ask. Bear Lake Realty in Garden City. Visit bearlakerealty.com.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park, and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July.
We take your fun very seriously. That's why we put so much emphasis on training and experience with our mechanics at Cash Honda Yamaha. Whether you're getting it ready for an upcoming season, putting it away for the winter, having routine maintenance, or have a mechanical problem, we want to make sure that when you're ready to have fun with it, it's ready for you. Don't trust your fun to just anyone. Make sure you bring all your service work to Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley.
And we welcome you back as we're about to start the second half of this first game of the Consolation bracket at the State 1A Championship Tournament. Over in the Sevier Valley Center in the championship bracket, Rich Rebels are taking on the Wendover team and winning just into the third quarter by a score of 32-16. The Rich Rebels come in as the number 2 seed and advancing in the championship bracket. So 32-16 as they just barely got their third quarter underway at the Sevier Valley Center. We're in the Rich High School Gymnasium, or Richfield High School Gymnasium, excuse me. I have Rich on the brain there. And we're watching the Monticello Buckaroos against the Water Canyon Wildcats. Monticello leading 23-16, and we're underway in the third quarter. Monticello with the ball. Monticello in the white, Wildcats in the orange. Stolen away by Colette Barlow, end to end, and misses the layup. Rebound comes down to Esplin, and it's a race course back the other way. Down low, nice pass in to Journey Baird for the first points of the second half. Beautiful entry pass getting into her right under the basket. Almost blocked away. Colette Barlow comes up with it, tries a couple of shots, misses both of them, and finally the ball taken away by Timber Black on the rebound. Timber over to the side to Holt. Brooklyn Holt out to the top of the key to Esplin. Stolen away by the Wildcats. Stepped into a passing lane and just took it away from him. This is number 4, Shanna Barlow. Bringing it across the timeline. She hands it off to Colette Barlow, number 20. Down into Melissa Jessup, rolls it off her fingertips and in. 2 points for Melissa. trying to set up some offense. Not very much action. Everybody's just kind of standing there, trying to find somebody open. Now driving in, finding a lane to get it in down low. Shot misses. Melissa Jessup down with the rebound for the Wildcats. She keeps it, brings it across the timeline, gives it off to Barlow. Way over on the side. Down into the middle with Mary Jessup, misses it off the glass. She gets her own rebound. And it is blocked and slapped away, and it is taken away by the Buckaroos. Timber Black gets it off to Esplin and out to the corner to Black. The shot misses off the rim, and the rebound comes down to Colette Barlow. Trying to rip it away, and it's a tie ball. Getting some pressure from Timber Black. And Colette just lost it. And as she lost it, Timber grabbed it, turned around, and right there was Mary Jessup to wrap her up. Possession arrow gives it back to the Wildcats, though. From the corner, three-point attempt, no good by Jessup. Rebound comes down to Black, who keeps it, trots it across the timeline. The Buckaroos setting up an offense. Almost stolen away by Barlow. Shanna Barlow. From the foul line, shot off the rim, no good. It's Mendora Barlow with the rebound. Gets it over to Jessup. Melissa across the timeline. Brings it up, drops it down into Mary Jessup, who does a spin move. Tries the shot off the iron. And the rebound came down to Baird. Quickly down the court, trying to find an opening. Some long passes, cross court, now down inside, then back out to the top. Three, Timber Black. I think she was inside the three-point line, picked up 2 points there. And it's going to be a timeout. We'll take 1-2, 27-18. The Buckaroos on top in this, the early in the second half. You're listening to Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State Basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Back to action early in the third quarter, 27-18. The lead is 9. And it's held by the Monticello Buckaroos over the Water Canyon Wildcats. This presentation being brought to you in part by the Bryce Canyon Half Marathon. It's 13.1 miles of fun. You can run through Bryce Canyon on the second Saturday in July. But you can register today and save a lot of money. Contact BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. That's BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Also being presented by Ruby's Inn, the gateway resort to Bryce Canyon National Park. You want to stay there while you're down enjoying that half marathon. Ruby's Inn. Back to action. 4:10 left in third quarter. Mary Jessup shot partially blocked, and it's taken down by Holt. And Buckaroos on the break, right to the paint, and then kicks it back out, but not before she was fouled. They're going to call Mendora Barlow for that foul. It's her second foul. Under their own basket into Black, but she was too far under the basket, couldn't get it up. The ball taken away. Picked up by Mary Jessup, given back to Mendora Barlow. Jessup with the rebound off Barlow's miss. Back to the hoop. Off the rim, no good. Shot put up by Shanna Barlow, no good, and the rebound comes down to Holt for the Buckaroos. Long two-point attempt. Bounces a couple of times off the rim and goes off the off the hands of Shanna Barlow, out of bounds. So that'll give the Buckaroos the ball under their own basket. 27-18 on the clock. A presentation, this state championship broadcast being brought to you in part by State Bank of Southern Utah. See them at sbsu.com, sbsu.com. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to the Wildcats. Rebound, number 14, Megan Black, off the missed Wildcat shot. From behind, it's stolen away by Mendora Barlow. She came up behind, didn't even know she was there, and swatted the ball away, able to get it over to Melissa Jessup, who takes it coast to coast and misses. Timber Black passes it over to 21. That's Rihanna Shumway. Shot no good. Rebound by Barlow. Mendora brings it across the timeline as they just jog slowly. 2:22 left in this, the third quarter of action. Lead is 9 for the Buckaroos, 27-18. And we're going to have a full timeout called by Monticello. Full timeout, we'll take one too. You're listening to Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State Basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
It's fun helping each customer find the best vehicle for their needs. I'm Tracy Lawley and I've worked with my brother Kirk for 23 years. Back in 1969, my grandfather Donnell Jensen sold a customer this 1969 Dodge Charger. Years later, I had the opportunity to sell that same customer a new Dodge truck. And we continue to have the opportunity to serve his children and grandchildren. If you're buying a car from someone who isn't having fun, you should definitely come see me before you sign on the dotted line.
Laurier tells us that we have to tell you that no portion of this broadcast in its entirety may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Deseret Digital Media, the rights broadcaster, the rights holder for this broadcast. Buckaroos with the ball. Long pass, little 6-footer from the baseline, no good. Rebound comes down to Baird. An elbow injury to Shumway. She's kind of shaking it off, but maybe she's holding it now. Now they're taking her out of the game. She was holding her elbow. Didn't see what happened, but they took her out. Tender with that left arm. In deep, too deep, puts the ball up, couldn't make it. That was Holt. Rebound goes to the Wildcats before there's a scrum on the floor and ended up with a jump ball call. Possession arrow to the Buckaroos. Wide open on the left side, too hard. Mary Jessup with the rebound. That was a foul. Okay. Thought they'd be calling that. I had to wait for the referee to indicate it, but that's number 4 on Megan Black. The 4th foul on Megan Black with 1:23 left in the third quarter. Wildcats take it from out of bounds and down to their end of the court. They go on offense. Melissa trying to get it into the interior. There was nobody there except a Buckaroo. She passed it right to her opponent. Made a good catch, and now it's the Buckaroos coming the other way. Wildcats have it underneath their own basket. Having a couple of coughing fits, I had to turn off my microphone. I apologize. But you see the action on the court. It's going to be tied up. Possession arrow goes to the Wildcats. Set up their inbounds. Barlow, Mendora Barlow. Is that a two-pointer? Called it a two. Her toe must have been on the line. She was real close to that three-point arch. Rolling off the rim, no good. The shot attempt by Baird. Rolled around, goes out of bounds. They'll say it's Water Canyon's ball. 16 seconds left in the third quarter, 27-20. In favor of the Buckaroos, who've led the entire distance in this game. But Water Canyon's been able to trim the lead a little bit from what it has been. Mary Jessup puts one up. It is short. It is brought down by Brooklyn Holt, and then the timer goes off to end the third quarter. So at the end of three, it's 27-20 in favor of the Buckaroos. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. You're watching Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State Basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Utah State Championship basketball being brought to you in part by Bear Lake Realty. For real estate at Bear Lake, work with the best. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Bear Lake Realty. Waiting for the teams to take the floor. I'll let you know that Garcane Energy, another one of our great sponsors, they're keeping the lights on for over 70 years. Garcane Energy. And it will be Water Canyon with first possession of the fourth quarter. Over in the Sevier Valley Center, Rich is leading Wendover by a score of 39-20. That's in the championship bracket, boys action, going on as at the exact same time this game is. Mary Jessup way outside of the three, gets her own rebound down inside. Puts it up, it goes underneath the basket. She gets the rebound, then loses everything, taken away, and it is knocked out of bounds. Going to be the Buckaroos' ball. Tristan Esplin took it away from her. Buckaroos bring it down, almost stolen. Now down low, back out and into the passing lane was Tiffany Cook, taking it away for Water Canyon. Around the horn and taken away by number 3, Timber Black. Then that foul is being called. Number 1, Mendora Barlow over the back. So the ball goes out of bounds for Monticello, and they will go on the offense, leading by 7 points with 7 minutes left in this game. Down low inside for Baird. She twists, puts it up, and is fouled. I think they're going to call Mary on this. Nope, number 4. This is Shanna Barlow. Shanna Barlow's second foul puts Baird at the line. Misses the first one. Makes the second one. Changes the scoreboard 28-20 in favor of the Buckaroos. Colette takes it coast to coast, hands it off to Mindora, and she is fouled. Going to say white number 21, that would be Shumway, Rihanna Shumway. That'll be her second. She was not in the act of shooting. 5 fouls for each team at this point in the half. Melissa tries a turnaround jump shot, rims in and out, and the rebound comes down to Black. Taken away by Barlow, and she is tripped. This is going to be another one on Rihanna Shumway. 2 quick fouls. Ball was taken away by Colette Barlow, and as she was running up the court, she got tripped. This is Melissa Jessup. A little bit long off the glass, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll belong to the Buckaroos. .6:24 left in the game. Long pass cross court. Kicks it back out to the wing, off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Holt. She kicks it back out to Shumway, and Shumway knocks down a three-pointer. No, we're getting an offensive. Number 21, Shumway, picks up her 4th foul. This one is the 7th foul, so Colette Barlow will go to the line to shoot one and. Makes the first one. 10-point lead for the Buckaroos. And the Wildcat for another free throw. Makes them both, Colette Barlow. 6 minutes, just under 6 minutes left in this, the 4th quarter of action. Live from the Richfield High School to 1A State Championship Tournament Consolation Bracket. Shot misses, they get it back out. They're going to call it out of bounds off of Mindora Barlow. So the Buckaroos maintain possession. Get it out to Madison Freestone. Try and get it around, but it's taken away. Well, almost. And it almost goes back, and then it goes out of bounds. So a takeaway, another takeaway, out of bounds play, and it's going to end up with the Buckaroos maintaining possession. All that action for very little result. Three-point attempt on the way, no good, high off the rim, and it comes down to Shanna Barlow with the rebound for the Wildcats. Gets it over to Melissa Jessup. Driving into the paint, down to Colette, and she travels. Colette looking to pass it and just took a misstep. Turned it over, it's back to the Buckaroos with 5:09 left in the game. 9-point lead for the Buckaroos. Have a 30-second timeout called by Coach Black. We'll take one, too. You're listening to Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State Basketball on live.ksl.com and at mylocalradio.com.
Dog, The other day, I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
Our presentation brought to you in part by the Quality Inn here in Richfield. They're your home for the state tournament and for all of your visits to Richfield. Check out the Quality Inn. Also being brought to you by SUU. Check out the SUU at suu.edu. It's SUU to everywhere. Buckaroos with the ball. Driving in and putting it up. Madison Freestone with 2 points. They're stopping play to regrouping somewhere. They sorted it out, and the Wildcats are on the attack. Down by 9. Oh, I see what they did. They adjusted the scoreboard. Taken away by the Buckaroos. Driving the baseline is Shumway, and she is going to be fouled. 23, that's Melissa Jessup. That'll be Melissa's first foul, but it will send Shumway to the line. Rihanna has 9 points so far in this contest. First one is good. 1A Utah State basketball is being presented by Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. You'll find your fun in Logan. Yeah, visit explorelogan.com, the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. Second one on the way, and it is good. $11 points for Shumway. Wildcats giving it to Medora Barlow as they just whip it around the horn. Trying to get it down low to Mary Jessup. They do it, but it's knocked away by Holt and taken away by the Buckaroos. There's Holt. First attempt, no good. Second attempt, good. Brooklyn Holt driving the baseline, putting in 2 for the Buckaroos. Coast to coast, Colette misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Cook. She misses a shot. And finally, after a scramble, ball goes out of bounds, but it's going to be Wildcats ball underneath their own basket. Mary Jessup, three-pointer. Mary Jessup. (37-25) with 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. The steal taken away by Tiffany Cook. She gets it down low to Medora Barlow, who misses the layup. And on the rebound, it goes out of bounds off of one of the Wildcats and turns over to Monticello. Missed chance at a fast break there for the Wildcats. Two-pointer up, missed, off the rim. Rebound comes down to Mary Jessup. Madison Freestone taking the shot that missed. Jessup dribbles in, tries to go down the baseline, but is stopped. Kicks it about up top. Off the rim, no good. Rebound to Water Canyon. Colette Barlow tries a shot, missed, rebounded, and on a fast break go the Buckaroos. Nice little kickback to Timber Black, who puts in a little floating two-pointer. Brings the score to 39-25 with 2:17 left. It's in favor of the Buckaroos. Had one of the Colette was knocked to the ground. Number 21, Rihanna Shumway, knocks her to the ground. That is Rihanna's 5th foul. She'll come out with 2:17 left in the game. And Colette Barlow will go to the line for the Wildcats. First one no good. Rebound comes down to Mary Jessup. And a foul is called. Called on number 20. That is Adri Lewis, who just came in for Shumway. Picks up a quick foul and sends Mary Jessup to the line. It is up. It is good. And she'll get another one. 39-26 in favor of the Buckaroos with 2:15 left in the game. Bryce Canyon Half Marathon is proud to present A1 basketball. Race runs the second Saturday in July, so don't miss out. Register today. You can save money if you register early at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Did the second one go in for Mary? Good. Second one in for Mary, so. Too far under the basket. Journey Baird trying to make a couple of baskets, but she was way too far under. Kept hitting the bottom of the rim. Finally taken away by the Wildcats, but then they traveled, turned it back over to the Buckaroos. Down low, almost knocked away by Jessup. Think they're going to call her for the foul. Yep, 33, Mary Jessup. That'll be her second foul. But more importantly, it will send Adri Lewis. Is that Adri or Adri? A-D-R-I. Adri Lewis. That's her first one. It misses. One more. Minute 46 left in this game, and a foul lane violation. They're going to count it. But because of the lane violation, Colette Barlow jumps in to the paint before the shot was put up. So she'll get another one. That one misses. Mary and Melissa fighting for the rebound. Melissa takes the ball. Mary Jessup with a three-point shot. That's her second of this quarter. 10-point lead for the Buckaroos, 40-30 with a minute 25 left in the game. They're going to call a reach-in foul on Melissa. Melissa Jessup picks up her second foul. That was kind of a tic-tacky foul, but referee was right there, so called a reach-in. Have a 30-second timeout, called it by Coach Jackman of the Wildcats, so we'll take one too. You're watching Utah High School Sportscasters production of the 1A State basketball on live.ksl.com and at mylocalradio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Utah State Championship basketball being brought to you in part by Bear Lake Realty. For all of your real estate needs in beautiful Bear Lake, contact Gary McKee and his crew. You might as well work with the best. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Sadie Adams at the line. Makes her first. And her second. 42-30, a minute 17 left. Lead for the Buckaroos. Nice little give and go. Melissa Jessup off the backboard puts in 2 points. Nice little feed by Colette Barlow. Now we have the Buckaroos trying to work something out. Broken up, but regained, and Melissa Jessup is going to be called for that foul. Just slapped her hands as she went up for the ball, or for the shot, rather. So Tristan Espelin will go to the line with 48.7 seconds left. Trying to make it an 11-point lead, and she does. She'll get another shot. And she makes the second one. 45 seconds left. Mary Jessup with a 12-footer, no good. Rebound brought down by Espelin. Buckaroos inbound, 30 seconds left. Pull it back out. And a foul. See if they're going to call it flagrant. Mary Jessup. Foul against Timber Black with 27.6 seconds left in the game. Lead is 12. She could make it 13 and 14 with a couple of baskets. There's 13. She makes the first. 45-32 for the Buckaroos. (46-32) for the Buckaroos. San Juan Health wishing good luck to Monticello, or yes, Monticello, your healthcare leader in southeastern Utah, is San Juan Health. Jump ball called. See where the possession arrow goes to the Buckaroos. 17 seconds left. 17.4. Into the pass lane was Mendora. She kind of broke it up, but it was able to go back into the Buckaroos' possession. They're going to call a foul on Melissa Jessup. That'll be her fourth. 7 seconds left, 7.4 seconds. The lead is 14. She misses the first one. Timber Black, second one is good. Lead is 15, 47-32. 7.4 seconds left. Monticello kind of has this one in the bag. Knocked away, half-court attempt off the rim. And it ends 47-32 in favor of the Monticello Buckaroos. Here at the Richfield High School Gymnasium, the consolation bracket of the 1A State Championship Tournament. We'll be back with the Rubies in post-game report in a couple of moments. You're listening to the Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State Basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
Our Richfield Hotel, located just off Interstate 70, is a short drive from attractions like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, Fremont Indian State Park, Fish Lake National Forest, the Great Western Trail, and the Paiute ATV Trail. Located near the Sevier Valley Center, make the Quality Inn Richfield your home for the tournaments.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
If you've struggled to get a vehicle because of some bumps in your credit, then come to the all-new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group. We have over 20 different lenders ready to help you reestablish your credit with a quality new or pre-owned vehicle. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcy? Let the new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group try to help you. Call our credit hotline today and ask for Jeff or Dave to get pre-approved for your next vehicle. Call 307-789-3151 today. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
San Juan Health proudly supports Monticello High School and their fans. We provide local, capable, and competent care. The best place to receive care, work, and practice medicine. Go Bucks!
And we welcome you back to the end of the first game of the consolation bracket of the State 1A tournament here in Richfield, Utah. This is the Ruby's Inn post-game report as we wrap up the action, or at least the statistics as I have them unofficially here courtside. The Monticello Buckaroos come away with the victory 47-32 over the Water Canyon Wildcats. Water Canyon ended up their scoring this way with Mindora Barlow scoring 6. She also had 3 fouls. Shanna Barlow ended up with 2 points and 2 fouls. Final for Colette Barlow, she had 2 points and 1 foul. Melissa Jessup ended up with 4 fouls and 6 points, while Mary Jessup ended up with 3 fouls and 14 points. Now, I missed 2 points right at the start of that second quarter, just as it got out. I don't know who scored it, but anyway, that adds up to the 32 points for the Wildcats. On the Monticello Buckaroos stat sheet, I have Madison Freestone with 1 foul and 2 points, Timber Black with 1 foul and 11 points, Tristan Esplin with 7 points, I have Journey Baird with 9 points, Brooklyn Holt with 1 foul and 2 points, Megan Black had 4 fouls and 2 points. Adri Lewis had 1 point and 1 foul. And Rihanna Shumway fouls out of the game with 5 fouls and 11 points. While Sadie Adams came in and scored 2 free throws in the fourth quarter to add up to 47 points for the Monticello Buckaroos. So 47-32, the final. That means the Water Canyon Wildcats will be going home. Well, maybe not, but they're out of the tournament. I don't know what they're going to do. The Wildcats are out of the tournament. Monticello will be moving on. They are going to take on the winner of the Tintic Valley game. That game will start at 11:30 tomorrow. 11:30 right here in this gymnasium, the high school gymnasium at Richfield High School. They're going to take on the winner of, the winner of the Tintic and Valley game. So that's the way it all wraps up. 47-32 in favor of the Buckaroos. You've been listening to the Ruby's Inn postgame show. They've been hosting visitors to Bryce Canyon for over 100 years. You can check them out at rubysin.com. That's rubysin.com. Now, coming up in just 3 or 4 minutes, we're going to bring you Game 2 as the Valley Buffaloes will be going up against the Tintic Miners. That action on your way right here on this Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State High School basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com. Back in a moment.
It's that time of year again for high school state tournament basketball. This week, the Sevier Valley Center will host the 1A girls and boys state tournament. These games will be live on KTTA 8.1 over-the-air TV and also online at live.ksl.com. Get tuned in and enjoy some great basketball action.
The Alton Coal Development is located in Alton, Utah. The development employs 32 people at the extraction site and another 30 are employed driving trucks. Alton Coal reclaims the land by restoring habitat for sage grouse and cattle. Alton Coal.
Shopping for a new or used car? State Bank of Southern Utah can finance your purchase with great rates. Come visit our branch or apply online at sbsu.com. You finally found your dream car. Get your dream loan at State Bank. Member FDIC.
The people.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
If you've dreamed of owning your own beachfront property at beautiful Bear Lake, but think you can't afford it, think again, because you can. It's an investment you can rent that pays for itself, and you can enjoy it too. Realtor Gary McKee and the team at Bear Lake Realty can help make your dream come true. Visit with Gary today, because you'll never know unless you ask. Bear Lake Realty in Garden City. Visit bearlakerealty.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Welcome to the South Central Communications GigaFest pregame report, your local 1 gig internet provider. Let's look at some of the players' stats for the Valley Buffaloes and the Tintic Miners as they come together for this second matchup in the consolation bracket. These are the girls playing. See if I can find their stats for who's first, the Tintic Miners? Tintic Miners. These are the stats from their regular season. Tintic Miners, during the regular season, their leading scorer was Ashley Holden. She is a senior guard. She averaged 9 points and had 10 three-pointers in the regular season. Lily Wall, number 3, a junior guard, averaging 8 points a game. She scored 20 three-pointers in the regular season. Kaylin Livingston, another one to watch, a junior, averaging 5 points a game, while Marie Brown also averaging 5 points a game. Jelise Trumbull averaging 4 points a game, and Sydney Garbett averaging 3 points a game. In the meantime, the Valley Buffaloes, find their stats. Valley Buffaloes coming out of Region 20 as the number 3 seed. It is Esther Cox, a sophomore, averaging the most per game during regular season, almost 15 points a game. Whitney Spencer averaging over 8 points a game, as is Sage Cox. Paige Harris averaged just over 7 points a game in regular season. Savannah Wood averaged 5 points, and Ashlyn Spencer averaged about 4 points a game. So those are some of the people we need to watch in this game coming up. This has been the South Central Communications GigaFast pregame report. You can sign up for 1 gig internet today and get a gig and get going. Time now for the lineups, starting lineups as we get underway here in Richfield High School. Game number 2 of the day, it's consolation bracket. We have the Valley Buffaloes against the Tintic Miners. One is a number 3 seed out of Region 21, the other a number 3 seed out of Region 20 as they come into the tournament. Valley Buffaloes. Introducing their lineup, number 4, Esther Cox, number 3, Sage Cox, number 12 is Savannah Wood, number 2, Whitney Spencer, And number 23 is Ashlyn Spencer. So it is Spencer, Cox, Wood, and Spencer, the starting lineups for the Valley Buffaloes. Starting lineups for Tintic Miners, which will be the home team in this matchup. So they'll be wearing white trimmed in blue. Number 23, Kaylin Livingston. Number 10 will be Marie Brown. Number 5 is Shalise Tromble. Number 14, Ashley Holden. And number 20, Sydney Garbett. Starting lineup for the Tintic Miners. Had a big win, or ended up in a big loss. I was thinking of the boys team. They had a big win yesterday. I did not get a final on the boys Rich West Wendover game, but last I saw was in the fourth quarter, and Rich had a very significant lead in the fourth quarter. That was the boys game over in the Sevier Valley Center that just got over. Goes to the Buffaloes, and it goes in for number 4, Esther Cox. The first 2 points right off the tip-off. Full court press. Set up, they break it. Goes down, oh. Down hard. Esther Cox coming in to do the defense. Jumped in the air. And I think it was number 5. Somebody went down really, really hard. But they're up and okay. Everybody's inbounds for the Tintic Miners. Trying to set up their offense. Not quite a three-pointer. Rimmed in and out, and the rebound comes down. And a tripping foul going against 23 for the Miners. First foul on Kaylin Livingston. Gives the ball out of bounds. Just bring the ball in again. They already had possession for the Buffaloes. Through the screen, off the screen, nice little inlet pass to number 23, Ashlyn Spencer, for a 2-point shot. Tintic, or excuse me, Tintic, they're in the white. Tintic moving a little bit too fast and ends up losing control of it, but it goes off of one of the Valley Buffaloes. So Tintic has the inbounds under their own basket. Taking it around the horn, knocked away and taken away by Whitney Spencer. Fast break, down, couldn't control it. Back out to the middle of the key, right around the foul shot line. A shot goes up and no good. Savannah Wood trying and hustling, finally ends up drawing a foul against Sydney Garbett. Buffaloes inbound, and then it's stripped away by the Miners, but in the pass, trying to get it to the guard wasn't expecting the pass to come to her, and it just flies out of bounds, goes right back to the Buffaloes. So from their sideline, inbounds goes into Ashley Spencer, down to Savannah Wood. From 3 points, off the front of the rim, rebound comes down to Sydney Garbett, and the Miners on the attack. Taken away by Esther Cox. Long pass ahead, picked up by Sage Cox. She gets it down low to Esther. Esther on a little spin move, misses. And Ashlyn Spencer gets the rebound and the putback and draws the foul. think they're going to call it against Marie Brown. Yep, Marie Brown is the one that's posted up. So that is the third team foul for the Miners. Sends Ashlyn Spencer to the line for 1, which she makes. And it is 7-0 in favor of the Valley Buffaloes with 6:03 left in the first quarter. Taken away by the Buffaloes. Three-point wide open, off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Whitney Spencer. Gets it back out to Esther Cox. Down low to Ashlyn Spencer, and a foul is called. The shot is missed. They're calling number 15. That'll be Haley Holden. Her first. Be a 2-shot foul. Ashlyn Spencer. She missed that one? No, she made it. Just slow on putting the score up. And the second one is good. 3 free-point attempts for Spencer, and all 3 of them made. So it's 9-0 in favor of the Buffaloes. Miners need to slow down a little bit and settle down a little bit, which they look to be doing right now. Working more of the offense rather than just run and gun. Shot put up off the rim, or off the backboard, and the rebound comes down to Emma Grimstead Whitney Spencer for the Buffaloes. And it goes out of bounds. Buffalo's possession under their own basket. Spreading it out, 3-point attempt comes out of the corner. That's number 12, Savannah Wood, nailing the 3. 12-0 with just under 5 minutes left in this, the first quarter of action. Ball taken away by the Buffaloes, double teamed and taken back by the Miners. And then the scrum happens on the floor. Ball flies out of bounds. I think they're going to give it to the Miners. Scrum, is it? That's not a basketball word, is it? Well, yeah, it's fitting. It's a rugby word, I think. Okay. But it means the same thing. It means a lot of action going on all at once in a small group on the, out on the court. So. Ball up off the rim. Rebound comes down to Haley Holden. But it's taken away by the Buffaloes as the Miners tried to get it up the court. Whitney Spencer out on the right wing, gets it up to the top of the key to Ashlyn Spencer. She drives down, drives the baseline, gets in the tall trees, tries to kick it out high, gets it to Sage Cox, who is able to get the ball to fall. 14-0. And again, taken away by the Buffaloes. Buffaloes have this full court press going on that's just given what for to the Tintic Miners. That was Sage Cox. And a short ball shot up by Lily Wall comes down right into the hands of one of the Buffaloes. They hand it over to their point guard, Sage Cox. She walks it across the timeline. 3:18 left in first quarter action. It's 16-0 in favor of the Valley Buffaloes. Ball goes up, no good. Rebound comes down to number 14, Ashley Holden. And the Miners are on the offense. Rushing it up, standing on the three-point line, puts it up short off the front of the rim. The rebound comes down to Whitney Spencer. And it's Buffalo's possession. Kicked it out for a three-point attempt. No good, and it is going to go out of bounds. They're going to call it Tintic ball. Oh, now they're calling a brush off of the fingertips of one of the Miners. And they're going to give it to the Valley Buffaloes under their own basket. Have a couple of substitutions as 14 Ashley Holden and 15 Haley Holden both sit down for the Miners. Inbound pass to the top of the key, stripped away by one of the Miners. Get into a pile on the floor. It's called jump ball. And it should be Tintic. Yes, it's Tintic's ball off of the possession arrow as Valley won the opening tip. That gave Tintic the first possession arrow. 2.5 minutes left, first quarter action, 16-0 in favor of the Valley Buffaloes. Tintic on the offense. High off the rim, rebound comes down to Savannah Wood, and the Buffaloes going back into the passing lane and taking it away. That is Marie Brown with an excellent steal, and then somebody stole it away from her. Buffaloes calling a jump ball. They're going to sit Marie Brown down. If this is a jump ball, it should go to the Buffaloes. The referees were on different pages there. They got together and figured it out. Buffaloes under their own basket. Out to the corner. Just trying to wrestle it away from each other. The shot misses. Tintic comes down with the rebound. That is Garbett. And they're going to call another jump ball. This one will go Tintic's way. Minute 47 left in first quarter action. Scoreboard reads 16-0 in favor of the Valley Buffaloes. Three-point attempt on the way is blocked. Number 21 up in the air. Paige Harris blocked that. Ball rolls out of bounds. It'll go to the Buffaloes. Right wing to the top of the key, down underneath. A dribble, twist, and number 21, Paige Harris, puts in two for the Buffaloes. It's 18-0 with just over a minute left to play in first quarter action. On the way, off the rim, a shot from Holden. Going down for the rebound and another jump ball. This one belongs to Tintic. Under their own basket. Down low into the key. Now kick it back out for a little 12-footer that's no good. Garbett trying the shot. Somebody put a lid on Tintic's basket this morning. That's all there is to it. Haven't scored a shot. 18-0 with under a minute to go in the first quarter. And we have one of the players on the floor with an injury. Is that number 10 or number 20? Number 10 is Marie Brown. Number 20 is Sydney Garbett. So that's Sydney Garbett. There's something going on with her leg. She's just letting it dangle. You can see that on the camera. Obviously in some pain. Don't know if it was an ankle or a knee, but it was sore. Buffaloes with the ball, 42 seconds left. Buffaloes lead 18-0. They're giving it over to White. Knocked away by Marie Brown, but they're saying that the Buffalo touched it after Marie Brown knocked it away. And it went out of bounds, so it's going to be Tintic ball. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Six-footer up, no good, off the rim. Rebound comes down to number 23, Kaylin Livingston. The first 2 points right at the end of the corner for the Tintic Miners. 7 seconds. Top of the key, tried to get it in. Going to go out of bounds. It's going to Tintic Miners as they bobbled the pass, the Buffaloes did. Alton Cole Development. Alton Cole wishes all of the team's success in postseason this year. Alton Cole providing energy, responsibility for 13 years. And right at the buzzer, another layup. Number 23, Livingston, putting 2 more points up on the board for the Miners. Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State Basketball is live at .ksl.com and also on mylocalradio.com. Back with second quarter action in a moment.
Dragon Heights Taxidermy is your one-stop for world-class taxidermy. When you harvest that trophy of a lifetime, don't trust it to just anyone. Call Jeremy Chamberlain for all your taxidermy needs. Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park, and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July. Are you craving some Western barbecue? From burgers to barbecue, Bees Hangout, it's the place to be. Come on in for some of the best food in town. Bees Hangout, wishing the Miners success.
And we're back to action, looking to the start of the second quarter of this matchup between the Valley Buffaloes and the Tintic Miners. I'd like to thank some of our sponsor, Braggin Rights Taxidermy. Bring your trophy back to life. Give Jeremy a call at Braggin Rights Taxidermy. Also Frosty's. They bring your carpet back to life with Frosty's Carpet Care. Also skilled in welding and fabrication. Call Shane for a quote today. And Garcane Energy, wishing all the teams success, keeping the power on when you need it the most. Garcane Energy, a touch-tone energy cooperative. Some of our sponsors today. And ball comes in. Tintic attempts some offense. And it ends up out of bounds and goes over to the Buffaloes. Well, the second quarter is starting a lot slower than the first quarter did. We'll see if they pick up the energy and the speed. That first quarter had a lot of back and forth to it, a lot of jump balls, and a lot of points for the Buffaloes. Nice little cut. Missed at the putback by the Buffaloes is good for Ashlyn Spencer. 2 more for Ashlyn Spencer. Tintic down in the corner. And it's knocked away in the passing lane and picked up by the Buffaloes. Esther Cox coming back the other way for the Buffaloes. Handling the ball. They're saying it went off the fingertips of one of the Miners, and Buffaloes will get it out of bounds. This 1A basketball presentation on KSL and mylocalradio.com, brought to you in part by Ruby's Inn. Find out more at ruby'sinn.com. Great place for a vacation. Down low, and then the pass was kind of kicked, but still run down and picked up by Brittany Heaton. Ball put up, no good. Shot by Ashley Spencer. And then the rebound knocked out of bounds by the Miners. It is 20-4 on the scoreboard in favor of the Valley Buffaloes. 6:40 left in this half. Little jump shot, no good. She gets her own rebound. That is 21, Paige Harris. Misses her second shot. And we get a timeout called by the Miners. Is it a full or is it a 30? A full timeout, we'll take it to Utah High School Sportscaster production of 1A state basketball on live.ksl.com and also on mylocalradio.com.
Lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah.
Listening to second quarter action of the game between the Tintic Miners and the Valley Buffaloes. The Buffaloes leading by 16, 20-4 on the scoreboard. Part of our presentation is brought to you by State Bank of Southern Utah, proud to sponsor state championship basketball. For all of your banking needs, visit www.sbsu.com. And brought to you by Quality Inn of Richfield. Proud to sponsor their home away from home when you're in Richfield, whether it's a state tournament or any other time of year. Quality Inn in Richfield. Tintic with the ball, drive it in, tried to get it into the middle, taken away by Savannah Wood, and the Buffaloes trying a fast break down the paint, missed the layup, and the rebound comes down to Holden, Ashley Holden, trying to get it up. Down in low, kick it back out to the corner, up top, 2-point off the glass. It's Ashley Holden. Okay, they've lifted the lid. Lifted the lid off the basket. And Tintic starting to get some baskets. A charging foul going against the Buffaloes. That is number 2, Whitney Spencer. We'll turn the ball back over to the Miners. Glendale Country Store, talk to Kyle or Rachel Spencer. They can give and take care of all of your meat processing needs, from custom cut beef to wild game. Glendale Country Store. Tintic almost out of bounds off the toes of Brown, but she gets it back, and now it's taken away from the passing lane by the Buffaloes, and they're on the attack. Kick it back out. It was not a three-pointer, it was a two-pointer. Dropped in for number 3, Sage Cox. She was real close to that three-point line. Trying to get it inside, it's knocked out. Buffalo's just filling those passing lanes and stealing the ball. Nice passing, little 10-foot jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Brown, and Tintic on the attack. Ball knocked away by Sage Cox. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Tintic ball. It's the Buffaloes 22, the Miners 6, with 4:37 left in the half. This is our second game of the consolation bracket here at Richfield High School. There's 6 more games after this on tap, and that's just at the Richfield High School. There's another 8 games going on over at the Sevier Valley Center. Those are the championship brackets. 21 called for a push. That will be Paige Harris with her first. Paige is going to be sitting down now. They're going to bring in Gentry Saul. Gentry Saul, number 24, into the game. Inbounds goes into Grimstead. Passing it around the horn. Shot taken by 14 Holden. No good. Rebound comes down to Grimstead. Her shot no good. And finally, it is Saul with the rebound just into the game. Filling up that hole in the middle. Long shot by, well, it didn't go in, so it doesn't matter. And Saul in the middle of the paint gets the rebound and drops in 2 more points for the Buffaloes. Tintic bringing it down. Trying to set up an offense, but trying to steal it, but getting called for the foul will be Savannah Wood. Reaching in foul, her first foul. It is the fourth team foul. Both teams with 4 fouls with 3:30 left in the half. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Esther Cox. She brings it up across the timeline. Almost taken away by Brown, but Esther makes a spin move, goes in, does a 5-foot layup, and knocks it down. Esther Cox, 2 points for the Buffaloes. 26-6, a 20-point lead for the Buffaloes. Calling the travel against Holden. Ashley Holden got the ball at the top of the key, driving into the paint, but she took a step too quickly before she got the dribble down. Buffalo's ball. Nice little pass into Sage Cox. She was able to drop in 2. Bees Hangout, rooting for the Tintic Miners for the best food in town. Bees Hangout in Eureka. Brandon Gott, the proprietor. Bees Hangout. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down to Saul. She gets it over to Ashlyn Spencer. Spencer brings it across the timeline. Trying to get one of her guards back to take the ball from her. Number 12, Savannah Wood, handling the ball, dribbling into the paint. 6-foot layup, no good. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to the top of the key. This is Ashlyn Spencer. Hands it off to Whitney Spencer. Whitney drives into the paint. Gets the pass across the paint to Saul. Saul off the backboard, in for 2 more for the Buffaloes. Minute 46 left in the half. It is 30-6 in favor of the Buffaloes. That's the score on the scoreboard, 30-6. Nice little shot from Sage Cox. Some excellent passing. Went in and out twice. Into the paint, out to the side, back in, and kicked it back out, and Sage Cox hits that 2-pointer. Both refs' whistles go off at the same time. They're going to say a pushing foul on number 2. That would be Whitney Spencer. That is her second. So she will sit down. Coming in is Paige Harris. Down into the paint, back out beyond the arc. Toe was on the line, so it wasn't a 3-point, but it was close. This is inside, also a miss. Rebound goes to the Miners. Whitney Spencer looking for the shot, no good. Rebound comes down, picked up by Jenny Saul. I said that shot was by Whitney Spencer, it was by Emma Grimstead. Stolen away by the Miners, fast break. Holden takes it down, misses, gets her own rebound, misses, and wait for an indication. I think it was a jump ball, but nope. Gonna hand the foul. Haven't posted it up yet, I don't think. Emma Grimstead, I guess, picks up the foul. Buffaloes have the ball with 20 seconds left in the half. Down into the paint. Nice little inlet pass. The shot by Spencer missed. Rebound comes down. Eventually ends up with Brittany Heaton. She puts it in for 2. And at the buzzer, the shot falls short. So at the half, we're looking at a score. The Valley Buffaloes 34, the Tintic Miners 6. At halftime, that's the way the scoring shapes up here. We're going to come back with the Southern Utah University halftime report in a moment. I'll add up a few of the stats, the way I took them anyway, and we'll be back to tell you about that. Let's see. Let's just go right, keep it right here, and let's watch these cheerleaders perform. The Tintic Miners cheerleaders for you here at halftime. And once again, the Miners are behind in this matchup to the Valley Buffaloes 34-6. Now we have, it looks like, the Valley cheerleaders. Do we want to keep it? Let's watch the Valley cheerleaders perform. Cheerleaders from Valley High School, the Valley Buffaloes. Now we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back and we will check out the halftime stats on the Southern Utah University halftime report. You're listening to Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State Basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
With the brand new Chief Tintic Trails ATV trail and beautiful scenery, come check out Eureka. Eureka supports our teams and wants them to know how proud we are of them. Never give up. Go Miners!
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Frosty's Cleaning and Sales wants to wish Region 20 success. Frosty's has the most up-to-date equipment and utilizes an enzyme extraction combined with hot water for both carpets and tile. Frosty's also offers custom welding and fabrication. Call Shane or Judy today.
Everybody's got a love story. It won't take long. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power outage on a Saturday night. We get lost in the night, baby, losing our minds. Some kind of love, some kind of feeling.
Restoring power when you need it the most. One more reason to love Garcane.
And we welcome you to the Southern Utah University Halftime Report here in this broadcast between the Tintic Miners and the Valley Buffaloes. I just received word that in the championship bracket, Paiute is leading Monument Valley 27-21 at halftime. That's in the boys' action over at the Sevier Valley Center. Here in the high school gymnasium in Richfield, this is the way action has happened in this first half. They put a lid on the basket of the Tintic Miners to start this game. They just couldn't make anything drop, and there was a full court press going on by the Buffaloes that was taking the ball away. The Lady Buffaloes were getting into the passing lane, a lot of the passing lane of the Miners, and taking the ball away. It wasn't right until just seconds left in the first quarter that they were able to score, when Kaylin Livingston ended up with 2 buckets, including one right at the buzzer. And so Tintic Miners only scored 4 points in the first quarter. They scored 2 in the second quarter, and that's where their 6 points come from that's on the scoreboard. We move over to the Valley Buffaloes. They're the number 3 seed out of Region 20 coming into this Consolation game. And a lot of their players saw some action. This is the way it shaped up for them. I have 2 fouls for Whitney Spencer. I have 10 points. Oh, no points for Whitney, by the way. 10 points for Sage Cox. I have 4 points for Esther Cox. 2 points for Brittany Heaton. 3 points for Savannah Wood. She also has 1 foul. 1 foul and 2 points for Paige Harris. We have 7 points and no fouls for Ashlyn Spencer. And we have Gentry Saul with 4 points coming off the bench. There were 2 points that I missed in the first quarter on my stat sheet, but you add those 2 points into all those other scores I just gave you, that means it brings it up to the 34 that is on the scoreboard for the Valley Buffaloes. So a couple of minutes left here at halftime. As I told you, it was the Paiutes leading Monument Valley by 6 at halftime in the game going on in the championship bracket. This has been the Southern Utah University Halftime Report, been brought to you by SUU. You can check them out at suu.edu. That's suu.edu. SUU to everywhere.
Suffering sucks. Stop watching your favorite internet shows 30 seconds at a time. Get super fast 1 gigabyte speed now. South Central Communications is invested in you and building for the future. Get there faster with the best internet experience at a price no one can beat. Upgrade to 1 gig internet and enjoy smooth streaming on every device in your home. Enhance your internet experience today. South Central Communications is delivering the most advanced fiber internet to every home and business.
When you're in need of meat processing, think of the Glendale Country Store. Kyle and Rachel Spencer, from beef to wild game, they do it all. Summer sausage and their famous barbecue jerky. Wishing the Buffaloes success.
At Jensen Wood Motor, it's our goal to make sure every customer is a repeat customer. The way we do that, our customers are our friends.
It's our job to help you find what you're looking for at the best possible price. It's always good to know that your salesman is working for you.
We understand that life happens. Sometimes credit isn't perfect. We work hard to find financing options that work best for you.
Stop by today and let's see what we can do for you. Jensen Wood Motors in Montpelier, Idaho.
Back to second half action between the Tintic Miners and the Valley Buffaloes. I want to tell you that Eureka City, wishing the Miners success in the postseason, one of our proud sponsors, Eureka City. Thank you for your sponsorship. Buffalo with the ball, bringing it in to start second half. Driving into the paint, kicking it back out. Ashley Spencer, she gets it over to Whitney Spencer. And just whipping it around. Stepping in, kicking it back out. Trying to find a hole in that zone defense. Miners are putting on. Finally, the Miners take it away, stripped. Got a hand into the passing lane. The ball gets up to Marie Brown, who drops it in for 2 points. So the Tintic Miners come out with the first score of the second half. Off the stolen ball, created by their defense. Big cross-court pass, the shot up, off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Sage Cox, gets the ball ahead to Marie Brown. And a three-point up, Lily Wall attempting the three-point, no good, goes out of bounds, will be Buffalo's ball. Again, the Buffaloes are facing that zone defense. Down underneath and taken away, Lily Wall into the passing lane as the Buffaloes tried to get it in low. Can't get through that zone defense at this point, but a turnover as carried ball is what was called. Lily Wall carried the ball, and that gave the Buffaloes another chance on offense. See if they can penetrate that zone defense. They're sending, looks like Sage Cox thought that was a some fast action amounting to no points, but fun to watch. Stolen back again, Esther Cox. Second steal in just a matter of 5 seconds for Esther. Two-pointer attempt was up by Whitney Spencer, no good. Rebound comes down and goes out of bounds. 23. Ashlyn Spencer called for a push. That's what put that ball out of bounds for the Miners. Savannah Wood trying to set up some offense. Over to Whitney Spencer. She brings it back to the top of the key and kicks it over to Savannah Wood, who tries a three-pointer, no good. She drives in, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Esther Cox. Now from the corner, it's Wood. It is Wood, and over the back is Ashley Spencer. It'll give Tintic the ball. That's Ashley's second foul, both of them just within the last 30 seconds. 34-8 on our scoreboard. Just about 5 minutes left in the third quarter of this game. Stolen away by Cox. Driving in. Layup off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Whitney Spencer. She goes up. Foul is called. Ball goes in. Going to call the foul against Lily Wall. And that will put Spencer at the line to shoot for the third point of this three the hard way. And she makes it. Mount Carmel Subway. Owner David Tebbs thanks the Valley community for your support in business from Mount Carmel Subway. Esther Cox with her second will send. Is that Livingston? It is. To the foul line. Where she makes the first one. Toes the mark. And makes the second. Orderville town, the town of Ordervilles and elected officials want to wish the Buffaloes success. Orderville, a great place to live. One of our great sponsors. Across the timeline, the Buffaloes looking again at that zone defense. Trying to drop it down in the center. The errant pass is picked up by Ashley Holden. She brings it full length of the court into the paint. Attempts the shot. Looks like it was partially blocked by Paige Harris. And the Buffaloes take it right back. (37-10) on the scoreboard. 27-point lead, now a 30-point lead. Is that number 3, Sage? Sage Cox with the 2-point play. And the Miners score another one. I missed who put that in. I was looking at my stats. Little turnaround by Saul, drops in 2 more. And Livingston, Kaylin Livingston put in that 2-pointer that I missed on the other end. Now it's the Miners again on the attack. And 3-pointer drops in for Lily Wall. They have scored more points here in the third quarter than they did in the whole first half, the Miners have. Picking up the pace a little bit, getting some turnovers off that zone defense that they've been executing this second half. And we have a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second. You're watching Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
When you're in need of meat processing, think of the Glendale Country Store. Kyle and Rachel Spencer, from beef to wild game, they do it all. Summer sausage and their famous barbecue jerky. Wishing the Buffaloes success.
Neil Dancy Dendel, your family dentistry in Payson, wants to wish the Miners good luck here in the tournament. They're going to need it if they're going to come back from this deficit. It is 42-15 on the scoreboard, 2:54 left in the third quarter. This presentation also being brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. For real estate at beautiful Bear Lake, you need to work with the best. You can do that just by visiting bearlakerealty.com. Gary McKee and his crew, Bear Lake Realty. What a beautiful place, Bear Lake. Going to call 21 for the foul. So Paige Harris picks up her second. And another foul. This will give the ball to the Miners. This one is going against Gentry Saul, it looks like. Couple of quick fouls. Off the inbounds pass, drops in for 2 for the Miners. Thank you. Trying to sort things out. Referees change positions. Stolen away. Ashley Holden, coast to coast, under the basket and in for two. Tintic Miners getting a lot of good takeaways. Playing the defense out of this zone defense that they've been showing. This one, Ashley Holden knocked out of bounds, but not before it went off the tips of one of the Buffaloes, so they get another takeaway. It's 42-19 with a minute 50 left in third quarter. Now they take it back. Esther Cox with the takeaway for the Buffaloes. On the attack into the paint, trying to pass it, no good, taken away by Ashley Holden, but then taken back by the Buffaloes, and it was, I think, Esther Cox that actually ended up with the basket. And stolen away by Gentry Saul. Just reaches up her tall arms in the passing lane and took the ball right out of the air. Into the middle, turn around, put up, no good. Holden comes down with a rebound between two of the Timbers for the Buffaloes. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it went off a Buffalo. It's Tintic ball with a minute 3 left. South Central Communications, for the area's fastest broadband internet, gives South Central Communications a call. Marie Brown down low to number 5, Trumbull. No good. Another shot and rebound, no good. Rebound comes down to the Buffaloes, and on the attack is Cox. The shot no good, and rebound comes down to the Miners. They're on a fast break. Brown off the backboard. Recovered it by number 23, Caitlin Livingston with the two-pointer. It's 44-21. Seconds left in third quarter. And at the buzzer, Esther Cox knocks down 2 for the Buffaloes. So at the end of 3, it's 47-21 in favor of the Valley Buffaloes over the Tintic Miners. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Thunderbird Resort and Golf Course. Stay in East Zion. Won't be complete without a round of golf. The Thunderbird Resort and Golf Course are ready to serve you. Go Buffaloes from the Thunderbird Resort and Golf Course. Back in a moment for fourth quarter action. You're watching Utah High School Sportscasters production of A1 State Basketball Playoff action on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
You have goals. Subway has a fresh fit menu. With 2 servings of veggies and 24 grams of whole grains, Subway has 8 6-inch subs with 400 calories or less, like the rotisserie-style chicken or oven-roasted turkey breast. Choose from 8 great options that are better for you and delicious. Go you! Try the Fresh Fit menu, only at Subway.
This ad brought to you by Mount Carmel Subway in Porterville, Utah.
And we're back as we are looking to the start of the fourth quarter. Here in this game number 2 of the Consolation bracket. We're playing at the Richfield High School Gymnasium. Tintic Miners are down to the Valley Buffaloes by 47-21. Buffaloes just steal that one away. And go the other way, fast break before the Miners can get their zone defense set up. A couple of missed shots, and Ashley Holden comes down with the rebound for the Miners. Missed pass taken away by Ashlyn Spencer. They get it over to Esther Cox, who brings it across the timeline for the Buffaloes. Trying to look a way to penetrate that zone defense. Tinty came out in this zone at the start of the third quarter. And it has really put a crimp in the scoring of the Buffaloes, although there they were able to break through it. Number 11, Brittany Heaton. Britton Heaton scoring 2 points. 3-point attempt on the way and is good for Emma Grimstead. Her first points of the game. That's a 3 from downtown. Long inbounds pass. Ashlyn Spencer across the timeline. She stops right by the timeline. You're going to say it's going off the fingers of Lily Wall. It will remain Buffalo's possession. Trumbull will sit down. Grimstead back in. That's for the Miners. 3-point attempt on the way, rims around, falls out, and Holden comes down with the rebound. Long pass ahead for Wall, and falls in for 2 points for the Miners. 49-26, 6:04 left in the contest. Knocked away by Holden, out of bounds. They say it's going to stay with the Buffalo team. Couple of substitutions. Kenley Spencer comes in, and number 14, Sierra Saul. Sierra is a junior. Spin move off the side of the glass. Rebound to Tintic. All the way down the court. They finally control it again. Number 15 is Haley Holden. They lose it. Goes back to the Buffaloes. Long pass. Little step in from 8 feet, no good. And it's Holden with the rebound. Stolen away immediately by the Buffaloes. Holden tried to pass it out to her guard to get it going down the court. Two points in, number 23, Ashlyn Spencer. 51-26. 5 points left. Down into the corner. Drop it in for Livingston, who kicks it back to the top to Holden. Back to Livingston. She tries to get it across court on the baseline, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover goes back to the Buffaloes. 1A Utah State basketball is being presented here on this broadcast by Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. You can find a lot of fun in Logan. Visit explorelogan.com. That's explorelogan.com, the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. And off the foot of Ashlyn Spencer, this is going to be a turnover and give it over to the Miners. 4:40 left in the game. Couple of missed shots. The ball goes out of bounds. Buffalo's ball. Stolen away, number 3, Lily Wall steals it, drives all the way down, tries to put it up, and she will be fouled. Go to the line for 2. This is going to be against number 10, Kenley Spencer. Wall at the line for 2. Missed the first one. White Mountain Trading Post and Shell. The White Mountain Trading Post and Shell Station want to wish the Buffaloes success. The area's best selection of Native American jewelry and t-shirts. You'll find them at the White Mountain Trading Post and Shell Station. Number 2 is good for Wall. That gives her 3 points here in this fourth quarter. And a 51-27 lead for the Buffaloes. Shot no good. Wall with the rebound, and she backs up and called for a travel. She didn't like that call. Nice little set shot, number 14, Sierra Saul, with that a two-pointer from about 10 feet out. And it's now 53-27 with 3:45 left in the game. Tintic driving in, and the foul is going to be against number 3. That's going against Sage Cox. Yep, number 3, Sage Cox, just reached in and going to put Lily Wall to the line again. The first one drops in, hits the back of the iron, bounces in the air and falls through the hoop. Getting some players rotated in for the last 3 minutes of the game for the Lady Buffaloes. Lily Wall, the second one, went down the same way. Now 3 for 4 from the foul line. And we're going to get a foul called. Number 10, that will be Kenley Spencer, her second foul. And it's going to send Marie Brown to the stripe. Misses the first. Don't forget the Bryce Canyon Half Marathon is proud to present a 1A basketball. And remember the race, it runs the second Saturday in July every year. And don't miss out, register early and save money. Go to BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. She missed the second one. And it's back and forth. Trading turnovers is what the teams are doing. But both teams are getting their steps in for the day. Long shot, long rebound, it comes down, and Ashley Holden takes it in for the layup, takes it coast to coast. 2 more points for the Miners. Now it's 53-31. Miners are still down with 2:40 left in the game. Long shot attempted by number 14, Sierra Saul. It rims out, and the Miners pick up the rebound, take it to their end, and set up their offense. Nice little spin move twist. Lily Wall. Not quite sure how she got through that. Twisted one way, then the other, then kind of bent over and stood up and put the ball in. Shot no good by Carly Jacobs. Ball run down by Sierra Saul. She steps just inside the three-point line and is blocked by Lily Wall, and now they're going to call a jump ball. Buffaloes will have the possession with 1:55 left. The Buffaloes up by 20, 53-33. Inbounds pass goes into Kenley Spencer. Shot no good, and rebound results in a jump ball, which should give it over to Tintic. Okay, I'm mixed up. I can't see the shot clock. It's facing away from me onto the court, so Tintic gets the rebound. Gonna say the out of bounds will go to Tintic, and Tintic coach calls a timeout, Samantha Rydalch. With 1:42 left, it's a 20-point lead for the Buffaloes over the Miners, 53-33. You're listening to Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock. Stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today.
You're watching 1A State basketball, presented in part by SUU, Southern Utah University. Check them out at suu.edu. That's SUU to everywhere. Also brought to you in part by Garcane Energy. They've been keeping the lights on for over 70 years. And by the Quality Inn here in Richfield, a great place to stay. In fact, a great home for the tournaments like this or any other time you spend time in Richfield. It's the Quality Inn of Richfield. Inbounds pass to Grimstead, back over to Holden. She puts the ball up. It's no good. Fighting for the rebound. Going to call 14. That's 14. Sierra Saul will be called for that foul. Going to put Kayleen Livingston on the foul line with 1:34 left. Tintic is down by 20. Nothing but net. She makes the first one. Misses the second one. Rebound being fought for. They're going to call jump ball. Sideline ref was right there, 5 feet away from the jump ball. He calls it. The Miners get it. Under their own basket. Comes into Grimstead. Long shot put up by Holden, no good. A long rebound comes down to Sierra Saul for the Buffaloes. Number 22 is Olivia Baird. She's in the game. Number 13, Kaylee Jacobs or Carly Jacobs. 22 is Olivia Baird again with the ball. And they're going to call a foul down low. This will go against Paige Harris. Away from the ball, down under the basket. Fighting for position. And Harris causes the turnover. Miners on the attack again. Kicks it out to the corner for three, off the rim, no good. And the rebound once again results in a jump ball. Going to be Buffalo's ball. Going to be a full timeout. This one's going to be called by Valley Buffaloes coach Dustin Cox. It's going to be a full timeout. So with 41.4 seconds left in this matchup, the score 53 to 34. 53 to 34 in favor of the Valley Buffaloes. You're watching Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A State basketball action on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
Check out Neil Danzy Dentistry for all your dentistry needs, from cleaning and crowns to dentures and implants. We offer it all. Check us out at neildanzydds.com. Go Miners!
The Orderville Town Council wishes the Valley Buffaloes the best of luck. Come and enjoy hiking, ATVing, horseback riding, camping, and hunting. Orderville, home of the Valley Buffaloes and the heart of Kane County.
You're watching Garcane Energy presentation of the 1A State Championship basketball. Garcane Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative, and we thank them for their sponsorship. In fact, we thank all of our sponsors. Without them, we couldn't be here, so we could be here because you can't be here, or when you can't be here. That's going to go off the hands of Ashley Holden, out of bounds. It's going to remain in the possession of the Valley Buffaloes. 37 seconds left in the game. Stolen away by Holden, dribbling it down the paint, and slapped away out of bounds. That was Paige Harris on the block for the Buffaloes. Huge block. Tindick's ball out of bounds. Get it into Livingston. She gets it to Holden. Holden goes into the paint and draws the foul. It's going to go against number 10. That's Kinley Spencer with the foul, her third. And Ashley Holden goes to the line. Misses the first one. Doesn't get a second one. Stolen away by Tintick. Stolen back by the Buffaloes. This is Jacobs. Put it in the Carly Jacobs. Sweet little steal and put back into the paint is Holden. She misses it. And the number 21 brings down Paige Harris, gets a rebound. The full court shot is way short, and that brings it to an end. It is 55 for the Valley Buffaloes. It is 34 for the Tintick Miners. That's the way the second game here in the Richfield High School ended up. The consolation bracket of the Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A state basketball. We are going to come back with a quick Ruby's Inn postgame report. I'll add up some stats. We'll have them for you in a moment. It's Utah High School Sportscasters production of 1A state basketball on live.ksl.com and at mylocalradio.com.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Our Richfield Hotel, located just off Interstate 70, is a short drive from attractions like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, Fremont Indian State Park, Fish Lake National Forest, the Great Western Trail, and the Paiute ATV Trail. Located near the Sevier Valley Center, make the Quality Inn Richfield your home for the tournaments.
When you have your vehicle serviced by the experienced, certified technicians at Rocky Mountain Yeti, you'll have a legendary experience. With a comfortable customer waiting area, you can watch the big screen television or use the free Wi-Fi while you enjoy free hot waffles with ice cream. Our professional technicians work on all makes and models and handle everything from routine service to major repair. Stop in today, 100 Wasatch Road, Evanston. Visit www.yetiauto.group. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
This is the Ruby's Inn post-game report coming off a game from the Tintick Miners and the Lady Buffaloes from Valley High School. And it was pretty much all Buffaloes in the first half as they held the Miners scoreless until the final seconds of that first quarter when they Caitlin Livingston was able to drop in 2, including one right at the buzzer of that first quarter. But in the half, they held them to a total of 6 points for the Tintic Miners. Now, the Miners came out in a defensive set that was able to kind of shut down the offense of the Valley Buffaloes in the second half. And I won't say shut down, it just slowed it down. Let me put it that way. But it didn't slow down enough, and the Buffaloes come away with the win, 55-34. Looking at our stats, I have Emma Grimstead with the Tintic Miners. She had 1 foul and 3 points. I had Lily Wall with 1 foul and 10 points. I had Marie Brown with 1 foul and 2 points. Ashley Holden with no fouls and 6 points. Haley Holden with 1 foul and 2 points. And the leading scorer, Caitlin Livingston, had 1 foul and a total of 11 points. That's 34 points for the Tintic Miners. On the other side of the ball, it was number 2 Whitney Spencer with 2 fouls and 3 points. Sage Cox had 1 foul and 12 points to lead all scorers in the game. Esther Cox had 2 fouls and 8 points. It was Brittany Heaton with 4 points. Savannah Wood with 3 points. Carly Jacobs with 2 points. Sierra Saul with 2 points. Paige Harris, 2 fouls and 2 points. I have Ashlyn Spencer with 2 fouls and 9 points. And Gentry Saul, I have her with 6 points in the game. And I missed 4 points somewhere in all of that. But add 4 points to all of those other scores I just gave you, it adds up to 55. So 55-34 was our final. And that's the way it'll be. That means that the Tintic Miners are out of the tournament. The Valley Buffaloes will play again tomorrow. They'll play against Monticello at 11:30 in the morning, right here at the Rich High School Gymnasium, as they advance in the bracketing for the consolation bracket. Now, coming up here in Rich High at the high school gymnasium, we're going to move into the boys bracket now with consolation. It will be the Wildcats, Water Canyon Wildcats, and the Tintic Miners again. So Tintic against the Wildcats. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to take a break, and we will be back. This has been the Rubies post-game halftime report. The Rubies Inn, they've been hosting visitors at Bryce Canyon for over 100 years at Rubies Inn. They know how to do it. There's a lot of fun, winter or summer. You can find fun at Rubies Inn. Back in a little bit, you're watching Utah High School Sportscasters' production of 1A State Basketball on live.ksl.com and mylocalradio.com.